Hi, third grade. Today we are looking at lesson 22 in your grammar packet and looking at rules that you should follow when you go and add a suffix to the end of a word. Remember that a suffix is a word part added to the end of a base word. Adding a suffix changes the meaning of a word. So here we have the base word walk, and we're adding the suffix ing. So our new word is walking. Follow these spelling rules when adding suffixes to base words. When a suffix begins with a vowel, such as ing, like up here, then you want to keep these rules in mind. If the base word ends in a short vowel sound and one consonant, make sure to double the consonant. Let's look at some examples of that. So, bat becomes batting. See how to keep that short vowel sound? You need to double the T there before adding ing. Same with the verb jog. If you want to make it in the past tense, you don't just put the ed, you have to double the consonant, in this case G, to keep that vowel short. Otherwise, it would be jogged or baiting. You have to double the consonant to keep that vowel sound short. Okay, now if the base word ends in a silent E, then you just drop the E. So think of the verb smile. If you want to say smiling, you subtract the E, just take it away and add ing. Same with safe. If you want to say it is safer to go into the basement during a storm, then you don't need to have two E's there. Okay, you take away the E and add the suffix ER. So remember, those are two rules that you have to follow when your suffix begins with a vowel, like ing begins with I, ed begins with E, and ER or EST. Those are all suffixes that begin with that vowel sound. Now, when a base word ends with a consonant and then the letter Y, you always want to change the Y to an I before you add most of those suffixes, like happy. If you're talking about happiness, you change the Y to an I and add NESS, that suffix. If you want to say silliest, same rule. Change the Y to an I and add EST. Okay, a lot of rules, I know, but let's go down below and practice them together now. It says, add the suffix shown to each word and write the new word. You know, boys and girls, really, in my opinion, this is like a spelling test because you have to remember the spelling rules. And they do give you one hint over here. When you add ing to a verb that ends in a Y, you know what? My eyes immediately go down to here, number 4. Oh, it's following that. We have the ing suffix, and this is a verb to hurry, and it ends with a Y. But look what, keep this in mind then for number 4. Do not change the Y to an I. So like trying is another example, and flying. Notice they just added ing. Okay, number 1 is hiked. They want hike plus the ed suffix. So how do we write hiked? If it ends with an E, you take it off and add ed. Okay, so there's no need to have both of those. That would look like hiked or hicked. We don't want two E's there. That would make a long vowel sound. Okay, number 2, we have skip and the suffix ing. Ooh, I hear skip, short vowel sound. We don't want to just add on the ing. That would look like Skyping. How do we keep that vowel sound short? Do you remember the rule? Double the consonant, so we should have double the P there in the middle. Skipping. Number 3, nice plus Here's a silent E I hear, just like up here. What did we do? We took away the one E before adding the suffix. So no need to have nicer. You don't want 2 E's there. Okay, number 4, remember this is like the hint over here. We have ing adding on to a verb that ends with Y. So remember, do not change the Y to an I here. Right now for number 4, if you want to write hurrying, it's exactly the way it looks over here. Just push them together. Okay? Number 5, silliness. Oh boy, okay, here's where you have to change the Y to an I and then add your suffix. So silliness looks like that. Number 6, tried. Now, don't think, remember this hint was only when you were adding ing. This suffix here is ed. So for this one, we still have to change the Y to an I, right? Okay, number 7, dive plus ing. Notice silent E. Get rid of it before you add the suffix. Right, so just get rid of that E, diving. Okay, and then the last one here, funniest. If we want to write the word funniest, we need to change the Y to an I, right, and add the est suffix. Okay, I know it's a lot of rules, but you can do it. Go ahead and do your very best on the independent practice now.